And hello, wakasm plays Three Sisters. And hello. So as you can see, it's a very quick setup time for this game. Might have cheated a little bit because I pre-pulled the 2 sheets off to make sure that it fit on something solid so I could write. But yeah, about like a minute and a half setup. So very, very quick once you open the box, especially once you know what you're doing. But on a note, this is my first time playing the game. So do I know what I'm doing? I don't know. We're going to find out. Today's going to be a little bit silly because I am doing 2 silly things at once. As usual, I am recording my first play of the game, which means that potentially I will make rules mistakes. Hopefully I don't. I think I have the rules down in my head. Strategy, no clue. No idea what a good strategy is. I'm sure people who played this are going to watch me play and go, why did you do that? That's a trap. That's a bad way to do it. But first time playing, so I don't really know. But on top of that, to make this even sillier, I am playing 2 different versions of a solo mode at once. I'm playing the solo mode that comes with the box, the base game, and the rulebook. And I'm playing also at the same time a solo mode that is a variant on BGG that people seem to like, and I'll explain why I'm doing that. Whether that's a good idea or a bad idea, I don't really know, because it means I am going to be playing this game basically twice in one sitting, which means that this video is going to be twice as long, probably. Add that with me being new. Hopefully I don't make rules mistakes. Either way, let's get started. All right, so this is the basic setup. We are going to be playing against 2 bots. And to make sure that this is clear, on one paper, we are going to use red. And red represents Edith, Farmer Edith. She is a mean farmer. Her whole shtick is she doesn't like us, and she comes to our farm and trashes. Edith is the mean one that comes in the box. Okay, she's the default solo mode that's inside the box. On the other side, we are going to play against 2 nicer farmers. We're going to play against Judy, Frieda, who I have these Post-it notes up there. I probably could have made something nicer for this, but it is what it is. I'm using Post-its for the sake of speed and testing. See if I can even do this. They're a lot easier. They don't want to destroy our farm. They just want to compete through the economy. They want to do their own farm and make their own money, and they're not so mean to us as Edith is. Judy is a little bit nicer than Frieda in terms of difficulty. Judy's the easier one, right? This will be a little bit of a hybrid teach/play. I'll kind of cover quickly how the game works. General idea is we're going to roll dice. We're going to put out these dice on this rondel. All of these spaces, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces. Although I do kind of find this composting goods space a little bit harder to see than some of the other ones, but there's 7 of them there. If you don't know what a rondel is, typically it's a way of taking actions in some sort of order. Usually it's a circle. In this case, we're going clockwise around this board, and that's why the dice are kind of going out in order. They go out in order from lowest to greatest, and they get grouped on the same space. So right now we have a dice on the plant and water, the shed time, or the composting goods space. Those are the 3 spaces the dice are at. Every turn, the different bots will go in a different order sometimes, so I'll explain that as we do it. But the general idea is either me or the bot's going to draft the dice first, and then we're going to always do whatever the rondel action is underneath that dice. And then in addition to that, we're always going to get a garden action, and a garden action is what happens here. And in a garden, you can either plant or water. Also, this space right here is basically a garden action. So if I was to take that dice, I basically would get 2 garden actions. But every turn I get a garden action for each dice, and then I get to do whatever the dice rondel space is. And the bot's going to do similar stuff, except for Edith is going to use those dice in her gardening step to trash my garden and prevent me from planting in certain places. Why she would do that, I don't know. Or she's going to go to my shed and she's going to destroy stuff or steal it. She's going to go to my apiary and, I don't know, hurt the bees, steal their stuff. I don't know why she's doing it. Or she might go to my fruit orchard here and she might steal some fruits. Or she might trash my flowers. And sometimes she'll even steal some of my goods, preventing taking bonus action. So we're just gonna get started. I'll do a turn and we'll play as is. I guess we'll use the dice that I rolled and we'll just kind of go through it from there. And then after I do the turn with Edith, we'll flip over the sheets and redo the turn with the other solo bots. Okay, let's get started since this is going to take longer than it normally would. Okay, so I kind of want to try to prevent her from trashing. She prioritizes trashing pumpkins. I don't know if we can actually effectively prevent her from doing this, but that's my motivation in my first play. Maybe I just need to let go of the idea that I can't stop her, but that's what we're going to try and do, and we're going to see if we can do it. Okay, so I am going to draft this 5 dice first. I'll put the dice that I draft on top, and then I'll put the dice that she drafts on the bottom, and maybe that'll be easy to understand. When I take the 5 dice, I get a shed time action. Okay, and when I do that, I get to mark off something in my shed, and I'm going to mark off this wheelbarrow action. I don't really know if this is a strong move or not, but it's the space that's calling out to me when I quickly glanced over all the things you can do in the shed. The shed stuff tends to be either powers or bonus points at the end of the game. This is a power. That's what we're going to do. In addition to that, actually, I've lied. I'm not going to take the shed action. In my head, I had a plan. Now I feel like I've lost my plan. I am going to the 4 action first. We'll leave the 5. The 4 action is going to simply let me garden twice, okay? Because it's the plant or water action. When I do that, I get to basically plant once, plant or water. Water, I'm not going to cover yet because I can't water anything. Basically, you have to have plants to water. But at some point, I'll be forced to water, and you'll see how water works. So when I plant, basically, I can plant 2 things. And whenever you plant, you have to plant at the bottom of whatever column it is that you're planting. So for instance, if I plant this pumpkin right here, I have to put an X right there. And once something's planted, you can't plant on that spot again. You can only grow it with water. That's where the water action comes in. So I'm going to take 2 pumpkins, and this pumpkin is only 1 thing tall, and which means I immediately get the bonus. I get to harvest this pumpkin, and I get 1 good. So I'm going to grab a good down here. And then I'm going to take my second gardening action because I take 1 for my turn, and then I get 1 because of this rondel space where I grab the 4 dice from. And I'm going to grab this pumpkin up here. And then I am also going to grab a corn. So this row here is corn. They're just worth 3 points if you can get all the way to the top. And then these are beans. Beans I can only start when my corn gets all high enough. I didn't really talk about it, but Three Sisters thematically, what it is, hundreds of years ago, the indigenous people that lived in America before America people got here, or it was colonized, they used to farm using a process called Three Sisters, which is they would plant the corn, they'd plant the beans next to the corn, and then they'd plant the squash next to that. And basically the corn would grow, which would help the beans grow up tall, and then the squash would kind of protect both of them from like critters, I guess. And the beans would add nitrogen to the oil to help the corn and the pumpkin, so they kind of all synergize with each other. So that's why they're all being grown like this. At least that's my understanding of how it works. I'm not a farmer, don't really know, but from reading, that's my understanding. But yeah, so I took four plant actions, okay? And that's all I'm doing for my turn. Now, when Edith goes, she always has to take, for her first dice, she always has to take from the closest to this space right here. So she always wants to take this space, and if she can't, she wants to take the closest dice around the rondel to that space. So she's going to take this 5, and we'll put the 5 down here. I feel like the plan that I was going for is not going to work out the way that I hoped, but it is what it is. Okay, so yeah, so she takes the 5 dice, and what the 5 dice does is first she is going to garden, and when she gardens, she destroys something in the garden. So she's going to prioritize pumpkins first. So she is destroying this pumpkin patch right here, and I cannot plant there anymore. Then, and it's hard to see on the board, you kind of get used to it. At least I think I'm going to get used to it. All of her actions are on the board, what she's going to do. So for a shed time action, she is going to destroy the rain barrel, which is something I was kind of eyeing on taking, but I guess I'm not going to be doing that anymore. So she's going to destroy the rain barrel, and there's nothing I can do about that. And that's it. That's what she does with her turn. She comes to my farm and she destroys everything. Now, whoever goes first, which was me, I have to take whatever the lowest dice is. So in this case, for my second action, I have to take this 5. I don't have a choice. So we're just going to do it and hope for the best. I was hoping to do something different, but it didn't work out. But now I'm going to take this wheelbarrow action, and we're going to hope to get it before she destroys it. And then I get to plant in 5, and since she's already taken the pumpkin here, so the only place I can plant is on these corns. So I'm going to grab this one and this one. I could have used my compost to turn that 5 into a 6, which actually, you know what? Let's do that. Let's do that now. Instead of planting this corn, determined to save as many pumpkins as possible. So I'm going to use my compost. I'm going to turn that 5 into a 6, and I'm going to plant in this pumpkin patch and this one. So her thing is, even though she steals and destroys stuff, she cannot do so on anything I've planted on. Okay, so for her 6 action, she is going to first, for her rondelle action, she is going to prevent me from getting this bonus star. The basic idea is every time she takes the compost and goods action, if I was to take it, I would get 4 goods and I would get a compost. When she takes it, she destroys the next bonus star on the row. Okay, so that means when I get my 5th good, I'm going to skip over this space and I'm not going to get that bonus. Sad. In my head, I thought I'd be able to get the bonus this turn, but I kind of messed it up. So I was unable to, because I forgot that I have to take the lowest one on my second dice. And then for her gardening action, she's going to go to the 6 area and she's going to destroy 1 crop. So she's going to destroy the tallest. I can choose which one. So for consistency, we'll have her destroy this one, I guess. I don't know. Not sure which direction I like to destroy more, but yeah, she's going to destroy that one. So I cannot plant in that corn space anymore. And that is the end of round 2. Wait, did I mess up? No, this was the end of round 1, right? I didn't even play round 2 yet. Okay. No, I'm at the end of round 1. Okay. I don't know why. For some reason, I thought I played more than I did already. Double checking. Not done anything on the purple side yet. Okay, good. Don't know why I'm losing my mind. Okay, at the end of the round, I'm going to get a free shed action. She doesn't do anything with the events, so I'm going to get this wheelbarrow taken care of. So now, anytime I take a shed action in this game, I'm going to get a free good. We were able to lock this down before she could destroy it on me. Okay, so she destroyed the rain barrel, but she couldn't stop me. So now we're going to kind of rewind the game, and we're going to flip to the other solo mode, and we're going to put these dice back. And we're going to play the game again, and we're going to try to do the same strategies if we can, but this time we don't have to worry about our stuff getting destroyed. So I think I'm very simply, so similar thing, I draft a die that I want, then they're going to take the highest dice that's available, and then I have to play, we're going to both play the lowest dice that's available. So instead of high dice like this is actually pretty bad for us, but I guess for the first round, it's not the end of the world, but we don't really want them to have high dice. We want a lot of low dice, but it is what it is. And I think I'm going to do something similar. I'm going to take this 4 for me, and I'm going to double plant, and I'm going to take all the pumpkins, and I'm going to get corn. Okay, that's both my plant action and my rondelle action. They're just going to draft the 6 because it's the highest dice, and now I have to take the lowest dice, and the lowest dice that's available is a 5. So I have to take a shed time action and I have to harvest in the 5 area. So this time I'm not locked out of getting the pumpkin. So I will do that. And I will also get a corn. And then I am also going to do the wheelbarrow strategy just because I can. And we'll see how this game diverges with the strategies as stuff gets locked out to me. And that's it. The round's much quicker. They're going to take then the lowest dice. And we didn't do it, but this is actually supposed to advance to here. Prevents us from taking that space next turn, and when we roll the dice, we're going to start from there. So yeah, so now I'm going to take my shed action for the event, and I'm also going to get the wheelbarrow in this game. And then now the way scoring works is Judy is going to score the max dice, which is 6, plus the minimum dice, which is 5, plus the round. So they're going to get 12 points for this first round. So they are cooking already. Frieda, on the other hand, who's harder, she's going to get the max dice 6 plus the minimum dice times 3. So you can see later on, like round 8, this would have been an extra 30 points for Frieda because 5 times 8. Wait, my math is 8, 16, 24, 32, 4. 40 points. I don't know why I said 30. Extra 40 points just because she drafted this high dice. So we're going to try to play around that later. But for now, she is also, actually, she's scoring less than Judy this round because 5 times 1 is 5, so she's just scoring 11 points. But next round, if this same outcome was to happen, she would have scored an extra 10 points, so she would have had 16. Or she would have scored an extra 5 points. So you can see how against this bot, you want to consider like leaving dice that are lower, but it is what it is. And that's it. That's the end of the round. Much quicker this way, and also you don't have to worry about your garden getting destroyed. Which path I will like more, we shall see. All right, so we're going to start the new round. We're going to be on round 2. Move my head. Okay, this one's going to be interesting because we have similar dice here, which means that our options are going to be a little bit tight for what we can do this turn. So now they go first. So on even rounds, they go first. On odd rounds, I go first, I believe. Yeah. So Edith would normally want to draft from here, but there's no dice on this space. They're all on this farmer's market space. So we go around the rondelle until we find the first dice, which is a 2. So she's going to be taking this 2, which means she's going to be taking a shed time, and she's also going to be destroying some pumpkins. So my protect the pumpkins goal has been already annihilated because of the way the dice rolled. So she's going to destroy this pumpkin up here. I'm probably not going to go for a pumpkin strategy other than trying to get the goods from them this game. But there is a bonus that if you can get all the pumpkins grown, you can take a shed action to get a lot of victory points. Seems attractive for something that I would want to do, but can't do it anymore. And then for her shed time, she is simply going to get rid of the hive tool. And what does the hive tool do? Hive tool is I get a free crocus action. I don't know how to say some of these flowers. So I would get a free apiary action every time I would take a crocus action, but we are not going to be allowed to do that anymore. She's gone to my shed twice. She has totaled the things inside. So now I can choose. I can take another shed action, or I can take the farmer's market action. The farmer's market action for me is not great, but either way, I'm going to be forced to take the farmer's market action one way or the other because of the way the dice are settled here. So it doesn't really matter how I do this. But yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to have a really bad action for my rondelle this round. So I'm going to take the other 2, I guess. And actually, it doesn't really matter, but this matters slightly more. Yeah, I'm going to take 4 action. I'll explain why that is in a second. All right, so I'm going to take the 4 action. One of my actions down here. And I get to grow in the garden or water. I would water if I thought it would get me goods, but it's not going to get me goods. So I'm going to grow, and I'm going to take these 2 corn stalks. Then I get a farmer's market action, and basically the way the farmer's market action is I get to take a bonus action from here, and I'm just going to get a free compost because I don't have enough goods to get the next one down, which is unfortunate, but I did not know that this is how it was going to play out. So I have 1 good action. This one is gone. Let's cross it out more clear so it's easy. And that's it for my first action. And then, oh wow, this is going to be really not good for me. Maybe I should have done it the other way, but then she would be destroying flowers, so it's fine. She's going to take this 2 action because she has to now take the lowest value. So she's going to block off this corn stalk right here. No more pumpkins in this pack. And then she already took the hive tool away, so she's not going to do anything with her second action. And I'm just going to simply get... Oh, wait. Should have done that differently. Well, it's fine. It's too late. I'm just going to water everything here. And when you water everything, you basically grow everything up one space. So now I have access to all these beans because I'm on the second level of the corn. I could have taken the water action twice and gotten the 3 goods, which would have then at least let me get perennial action, which probably would have been smart to try to do, but I didn't think of it in time and I didn't feel like erasing stuff. So we're just going to go with this. I'm just getting another compost. It's like, feels like not a good start. We do get a free rain now, and the way the rain works is everything is going to get watered that is planted. So now I'm going to get this pumpkin. I'm going to get 3 goods. Now I get those 3 goods that I was talking about. We're going to get a free crocus action in a second. I probably should do this in an order that makes sense though. Okay. Water everything here. We're going to water these guys over here, and I don't have anything else planted. And that's my free water action. Now, I do get a free crocus action because anytime you grow pumpkins, there's like a perennial action in between. And it's just another free action. You get the chain. So I'm going to get another 2 compost. I have a lot of compost to play with. And that is it for this turn's actions. We're going to rewind the game now. We're going to flip to the other side. And now, can't stop them from getting a 4. So we're just going to take stuff that makes sense for me. And we're going to take the shed action first. I always go first against this bot. And with the shed, I think we are going to... Did I destroy 2 2s with her? I did, right? Or 2 4s? 2 2s. I did. We're going to go after the rain barrel on this one. She destroyed the rain barrel on the other one. We're going to go after it on this. And every time we get a free shed action, we get a free good. I should have probably remembered that too. I could have taken the 2 shed actions instead. I could have taken the shed action and gotten a free good as well, but all right. I was so worried about her destroying a perennial here that I probably made some really bad decisions. All right. And then they're going to take the highest dice available, which is the 4. Then we both have to take the lowest dice action. I'm sorry, I forgot to, with the first 2, I get to grow things. I get to grow a pumpkin and a corn. And then we both have to take the 2 action. So I get another shed time, which means I'm going to get after a rain, I get to water an extra zone. And since it's a rain right now, we're going to be able to use that right away. And I also get a good for that as well. So now it is going to rain, and we're going to water everything that we have in order. We're going to do this. We're going to water this corn, pumpkin, this pumpkin, and then we're going to do this corn and this pumpkin. Did I not get that pumpkin last time? Yeah, no, she blocked that pumpkin. All right, so I get a good for that pumpkin. And then now I get to, for free, water a zone. And I think I'm going to simply water this one. I have the most stuff here. 2. Same thing, I'm going to get this pumpkin grown. And we're going to get 3 goods, which is going to get us a bonus action to talk about now. And we're also going to get a free crocus action. And crocus action we'll take first, just gets us 2 compost. We're at 3 compost here. And then a free goods action, anytime you get the star, means I can take a free action that's not a garden action. So I can take a free apiary, fruit, shed, or perennial action. And I think I'll take a free daffodil action, which will give me a free shed action. And I think we'll simply take... Let's try to combo into something different. Let's do the hive tool. Since that was removed in the other game too, let's see how that works. We can get into it. And then since we took a shed action, I get a free good. I don't think I gave myself the free good. If I did give myself the free good, I'm cheating. I didn't mean to, but it happens sometimes. And I did the rain, I did the free rain, and that is it for this side. So we are going to move on to round 3 against... Oh wait, no, we got to score Frieda too, and Judy. So Judy is going to score 4 plus 2 plus 2. So they're going to score 8 points this round. Frieda is going to score 4 plus 2 times 2. So that's 8 this round. Okay. Works out to be the same. That is that. Now we're going to switch to round 3. I get to go first this. We're going to roll. Probably should move ahead when I roll. And I should have moved this. Gotta remember to do that. 5. So I go first. I can protect some pumpkins if I take this 3 action. The shed, she's going to take away the rain barrel again, which she's already taken away, which is not that big of a deal for me. I think I'm going to let her do that. And then I'm going to be forced to take a composting goods action, which is not that bad for me either. So yeah, I'm going to take this 3, and I'm going to plant and water twice. So I'm going to protect the pumpkins. So I have a chain of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pumpkins. So I can get 5 points from the carving kit. But had she not taken this, I could have tried to like get some of these as well. But she kind of stopped me from doing that. But anyway, I'm going to grow 2 more corns. Or I'm going to plant 2 more corns. She's going to take the first thing from this space. So she can't take from here. She can't take from here. So she's going to grab this one. And so she's going to get a shed time. She's going to go to this area and destroy a corn patch on me. But she already destroyed the hive tool with a 5 before, or the rain barrel with a 5 before, so she does nothing with that 5. And then I am forced to take the lowest dice, but the lowest dice happens to be a 6. So I get to plant something or water in 6. I'm going to plant. And then I am going to take 1 compost. Do I want to do it this way? Could have done it differently. We're going to do it differently. Get rid of this free compost. We are going to get rid of these 2 corns. And I'm instead going to water. The reason why I'm doing that is because it's going to give me 2 goods. It's going to give me 2 goods for doing that. And then when I compost, and I get the compost anyway. When I compost in goods, I'm going to get 1, 2, and I'm going to get a bonus action, 3, 4. And similarly, I'm going to take the daffodil action to get a free shed action. What do I want to go for? I want to go for this because she took that already. I didn't cross anything else out here, right? So let us try, and I don't know, let's try and go for the pie safe and hope she doesn't get rid of it on me. That gives us a good per apple or peach harvest, which we haven't done much of yet. And I get a free good from taking a shed action. And then that's everything. Wait, no, she goes now, right? She's got to destroy, she has to destroy 6. So she's got to destroy something from here. All the pumpkins are saved, so she can't destroy any pumpkins. And then she's going to destroy this bonus action that I cannot take because she's on the compost spot. And then at the end of the turn, we're going to go to the farmer's market. And I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I get to take a perennial action plus I get 1 compost. And I am going to take another daffodil. I can try to get some more shed actions out of the way. And that's it. We're going to rewind. 6s, this is supposed to go here. 5, and so we're going to flip it over. Now I always go first against this side, and I have a little bit more freedom this round to do things. So it is a farmer's market action. If I take this, does that get me anywhere? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gets me a free thing, but that's not what we're going to do. We are going to take the plant action. We're going to get our pumpkins here. We're going to grow 2. They are going to take the highest dice. I couldn't stop them from doing that regardless. And again, this is another high roll for them. So they're going to score a lot of points no matter what I do. I think we're just going to, we have to take the lowest dice now, which is going to be a shed time action. And we get to grow stuff in 5 for plants. So we're going to plant 2 corns. And then we are going to progress down this hive tool. That is it. They're going to take this. They also take the 5. And then we are going to go to the farmer's market. The farmer's market is, I have 5, 7. So I get to take a free perennial action and a compost. And sorry, I get an extra good because I did a shed action. And similarly for now, we're gonna take the daffodil too, because again, I'm trying to play somewhat similar, just making different branches when it's available. So we're going to try to also get these shed actions out of the way so we can get more shed stuff taken care of. That's the end of the 3rd round for Judy and Frieda. Judy is going to score 3 plus 5 plus 3, 6 plus 5 plus 3, so 6, 11, 14 points. My math is correct. I feel like this is where I'm going to make the most mistakes, probably. Frieda is going to score 5 times 3, 15 plus 6, which is going to be 21. That's a lot of points. I don't know what kind of score I'm going to have. I don't know what's a good score in this game because I've never played it before. So we're going to flip it back over. I did everything, and we are going to advance the round. I'm going to roll these dice. I just realized I didn't move my head that whole time. I got to remember to do that. All right, so we're going to 1, 3, 4. Okay, so Edith goes first, and she always wants to take from this space first. She's going to take from this space first. So she's taking this 4, and that's an apiary action. So on an apiary action, she is going to be taking, with a 4, she's going to be taking some wax off the board. I cannot get the topmost wax space anymore. Then she also is going to get rid of something in the 4 area. And lucky for us, I've planted on all the corn and all the pumpkins, so she has to take a bean. She's going to take this bean sprout from us. Now I can take whatever I want. I don't know what I want. I can do a double plant in 5. 3, I have the pumpkins already. Don't have the pumpkins in 1. 1 is a shed time, so maybe we take. We're going to take the 1 action. I think that's what we're going to do. All right, so we're going to take the 1 shed time. So for the 1, we're going to grow 2 pumpkins, and I guess we'll go this way. We'll get the tallest ones first. That's our grow action. And then for our shed time, we're going to lock in this pie safe. Pie cell? No, pie safe. It's a pie safe. I guess you store pies in it. So now when we get harvests apple or peaches, we get an extra good. And since we took a shed action, we get an extra good for that. And then she is going to take whatever the lowest dice is. So she has to take the 3. So she is going to come to our garden, and she's going to destroy this crop right here. And then, oh, we forgot to, no, we didn't forget something. Okay. Then she is going to, when she takes the farmer market action, she is going to destroy something, and she's going to destroy an iris. So she destroys from the top down. So we cannot get this 12-point bonus on the iris meter anymore. Because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We took a 3 dice. That's what she destroys with her action. Which means for mine, I'm getting basically a double plant and or water. So for the 5s, we have not planted on any of these spots. So we're just going to plant all these corn. Hope for the best. And that's it. And then it's going to rain. So let's see if the rain does anything for us. We do not have the rain barrel in this game. Okay, so we are going to just rain it down and grow everything we have stuff in. We've got nothing in 2. We're going to get an extra good from this pumpkin. This grows, this grows, this grows. We're going to get 3 points at the end of the game for this corn. We're going to get 3 more goods right now from this pumpkin. 1, 2, 3. We're going to get another 3 points. So this is 9 points for us at the end of the game. We're going to grow all this stuff that we just planted. And we're going to get another 3 goods from this pumpkin. 1, so we're going to get another bonus star action, 2, 3. And then we also are going to get a I don't know how to say this. Hyacinth? So let's do that first. That's a free, easy action. That's going to get us 2 goods. 2 more goods. And do we get any more free pumpkin? We do. We get a free daffodil, which is going to get us a free shed action. What do we want to start going down sheds now? What's our goal here? I guess let's get the mason jar. Let's just stop her from stealing that. I don't know if it's going to be useful, but we're going to go for it. And that gets us an extra good. And then we also get a free anything we want to do action. That's not a garden action. So I think we're going to continue down this daffodil track here. Get a free shed action. And we are going to start down... We're going to start down the shovel path up here. I have a lot of compost, so maybe I can take advantage of that. And that is everything from the rain action. I took my free goods action. I took my free bonus actions from pumpkins. I think I gave myself all the goods from all the shed actions, hopefully. And that's everything. She did everything on her turn. So assuming I didn't forget anything, we're going to rewind. We're going to play the other solo bot now. So it was what, 5, 4, 3. And this one I get to go first. And what is in my best interest right now to do? I have currently just the fruit to rain barrel. So we want to get the hive tool is what we want, I think. So I can simply just take shed time. And although forcing them to get a low dice is probably in my best favor, so I guess we'll hold off on that. We can do it differently though. So they're going to always take the highest dice. So we're going to take this 3 dice. No, we're going to take, and we're just going to get an apiary or a fruit. And I guess we'll start up the apiary track because we're going to try to combo up the apiary with the hive tool. So we are going to simply get an apiary, and we also get to plant stuff in 4. So we're going to plant in here. All right. They are going to take the highest dice, which is 5, all they do. And then I am forced to take the lowest dice. So are they. So they're going to take the 1, and that's going to be a shed time. The shed time is going to let me grab the hive tool. And so now whenever I take stuff on this track, I get 3 extra apiary actions, and I get to garden. I'm going to take these pumpkins. And similarly, it's time to rain now. So we're going to do all the rain to grow these up. Planted them. We're going to do this. We're going to grow all this stuff over here. So we're going to get 1 free good from that pumpkin. Then similarly, we're going to score points. We're going to get 3 more goods from this pumpkin. We're getting a free action this turn that we can take. Let us finish the growing. Hopefully I have not made any mistakes here. We're going to get a free daffodil action, so let's grab that real quick. It's going to give me a free shed action. I don't know if I gave myself the free good for that, but let's just get that out of the way. And I think we're going to start on fancy labels over here. That free shed action. And then I get a free another action for anything that I want to do. I think we're also just going to go up this free shed action with that. Get a free good, and we're going to get our second fancy labels. And I think that's all the actions that I have going. I took the bonus action from the daffodil. I took the free shed action. I gave myself the good. Oh, no, we forgot to use the rain barrel, which means I can make it rain in a whole nother area. So where do I get the most advantage of that? I can grow 2, I can grow 3 here, 2 pumpkins, or I can grow 3. I'm going to grow this. I'm going to get 2 more goods. Get me another bonus action. And I also get a hyacinth. So we're going to get 2 more goods from that. I don't think I have any free stuff with hyacinth. Only crocus, okay. And with my free, cross this off. With my free goods action, I'm going to take another shed action. And we're going to get this +1 at the farmer's market. So now I've got the fancy labels. And I get a free good out of that as well. I think that's everything for this round, except for we got to score them. So Judy is going to get 5, +1 is 6, +4, which is 10. And Frieda is going to get 5 + 4, because she's got a 1 for 9 points. We kept their score down while doing what we needed to do. So we are now in round 5 at the farmer's market. Okay. A good round for purple. I don't know how good of a round it's going to be for this side, but we shall see what we can do. So, 1. All right, I'm going to move this all the way over here. My head back. And then now, because it's an odd round, I draft first. So she's either going to take the 1 or the 2. If I take the 1, I get the compost and goods, which will get me a bonus action. So I think we might do that currently. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to take the 1, and I get 1 compost and 4 goods. 2, 3, 4. That's going to make her take 2. She has to start over here, and she goes around. She's going to take that. And the 2, she's going to get rid of honey. You know what? And I also forgot to plant the 1 area. So we're going to get 1 more good. And I also have a free bonus action too that I didn't take, right? I didn't take the free bonus action. I did not take the free bonus action. So yeah, hold on. She took the honey, and I'll do the rest of her turn. I take my free bonus action that I just got. And for my free bonus action, I'm going to take another shed action, which is going to get me the shovel. I can spend 3 compost to take another bonus action. And that gets me a good, gets me another bonus action. And I think we are simply going to keep trying to take this stuff. She's not getting rid of any daffodils, right? Not look like it. So we are going to start down the... I don't know, we'll see if we can get to the fancy labels with her, with this character as well. That gets me another good. And then that's everything for that turn. And then she takes away the honey, and she's also going to take away something in the 2 area, which is going to be this spot right here. All right, and then I have to take the lowest dice. So I have to take this shed action. So I get to grow stuff in 4 or water if I want to. This area is actually kind of like already almost maxed out. So we're just going to grow the beans, and that will naturally finish itself. But we are going to take the shed time, and we're going to go down this fancy labels a little bit more, and we're going to get an extra good. And then they are going to be forced to take the farmer's market, which is a 5. And all of the corn got grown, so she's gonna take a bean away from me. And then she takes away a crocus. So I cannot get the top on the crocus track anymore with her action. That's everything, I believe. Now we're gonna do the farmer's market, which is basically like a free farmer's market. I have, just do it 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, minus 2 red. So I'm at 30. So I'm gonna get 1 perennial and 1 free fruit action. So I think for the free perennial, we are going to grab this free 4 points. I don't think I'm getting any daffodil. Actually, I'm going to get a free daffodil bonus here. So you know what? We're going to gamble and hope we get that for free. Instead, we're going to start up the... I get fruit bonuses now, right? So per peach harvest, apple peach. So we're going to go up this track. We're going to get a fruit. And we are going to start up the peach. And I get another fruit action. So do I want to water things now? So I'm going to take an apple for my free fruit action. Actually, no, I'm going to take blackberry. Blackberry is going to get me 2 victory points at the end of the game, but I also get a free good from the blackberry. And then that is everything for the farmer's market. So now we're going to flip over to the other side. Set up the dice again. 5, 4, 2, 1. And on this side, I can kind of do whatever I want. You have 5, 10, 15, 19. So if I can get 1 more good this turn, I can guarantee getting the better farmer's market action with the fruit. Now we get an extra perennial action at the farmer's market, which is good. We can start trying to combo into the fruits as well, and the tulips. So I think we are going to probably grab... I think we're going to take... Actually, we want them to take... Yeah, we got 2 low dice here, so we're probably going to take... We're going to probably take this shed action. And we are going to start up the pie safe, and we'll get an extra good. And that's going to get us a free action, and we're going to grab the pie safe, I think. And then we're going to plant in 4. It's a similar situation. I have to plant. All right. So then they are going to take the highest dice, which is this 5. And probably should have went to the farmer's market. Kind of a mistake on my part. But it's fine. And then we both have to take the lowest dice. We're both taking a 1 and doing composting goods. So for 1, I'm gonna get this last, and then corn here, and then I have to take 4 more goods. 3, 4, which is gonna get us another bonus action and a compost. And I think we are going to also get the mason jars. Actually, no, we're not. We're gonna leave that. We are going to go up this crocus tree because we have the apiary bonus. So we're going to get +1 compost. Going to get us a fruit. And we are going to get... Then, I totally didn't realize raspberries get a lot of good too. And I think I did the growth in 1, right? Yeah, I did. A good... All right, I think that's everything. All right. Don't think I made any mistakes, but I may have. My brain's kind of overloading a little bit. Plus, my computer is telling me that recording is having problems. I'm wondering if this video is going to come out horribly, but we're going to find out. All right. So next, what are we doing? We are doing the farmers market. And for the farmers market, I get an extra perennial action, and I have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm going to get 2 perennial actions and 1 compost. Let's give myself the 1 compost. And I think we're going to take a fruit action on this tulip track. And we're going to get this 2 goods per peach harvest. And for the fruits, we are going to get raspberries. We're going to get 3 more goods. We're going to try to snowball our goods a whole lot here with what we have. And then for round 5, Judy is going to get 5 plus 5 plus 1, 11 points. And Frieda is going to get 5 plus 5, 10 points. We are round 6. We are almost there. 3 more rounds to go, and then we're going to see how these turn out. So we're going to roll. We're only an hour in. Not too bad for playing 2 games at once, I don't think. So it is an odd round. So no, it's an even round. So she's going to go first, and she is taking the 2. I don't have any control over this. She is coming up here and destroying yet another corn stalk. Then she destroys another corn stalk. So not too bad, actually. I don't mind her doing that. Just gonna stay out of this area. All right, and then I can either take a shed time or a compost and 4 goods. Problem is both of these areas are not great for me in terms of gardening because I've been taking a lot of 4s and 6s. I think either way, I'm gonna be forced into taking a 6 and a 4. I don't think I really have a choice. I guess I'll take the shed time first. Maybe that can open up some opportunities for me. I don't really know. So I'm going to take the 4 for the shed time, and that's going to get me the extra farmers market fancy labels, which I could have used last turn, but I didn't get it. Maybe I could have had it and I didn't realize. That might have been an oversight on my part. But we're there now. She hasn't stolen it from me yet. And then because I took a 4, I'm just going to water the beans because everything else in this area is planted. 4s and gardening are bad for me for the rest of the game. She's going to be forced to take the 4 because she has to take the lowest dice. So she's going to try to cancel something out on 4. She's got nothing to do. And she also already got rid of the fruit bowl, right? No, she did not get rid of the fruit bowl. All right, so the fruit bowl is gone. For some reason I thought she did that already. Fruit bowl is gone. And then I am forced to take a 6 action, which is just 1 compost and 1, 2, 3, 4 goods. Means I get a free bonus action, but I also have to do my planting first. So I'm going to get both of those. And for my free action, what is left? Do I want to do any more? You know what? I think now's the time where for all of our shed actions, we're going to go for this new tractor for a lot of victory points. We're going to get a good out of that. And then at the end of the round, we're going to get another shed action. We're going to get another good out of that. And we don't quite get another bonus action, but I think that's okay. We need 4 more shed actions to get 18 points, which I think is worth it. So we're going to flip it over. We're going to rewind time. 6, 2 4s, and 2. I always go first against these bots. What are things looking like for me here? If I can get 2 goods, I can get a free bonus action. Let me do a bunch of stuff. I want to try to get these 2, and then I want to start trying to do all this stuff. So So how do I do that with what I have? I can plant stuff in 2, which would get me some goods and a tulip action. That's what we're gonna do. I'm not even gonna overthink it. We're gonna garden here. We're gonna get 3 goods right away. So we're getting one free action. 1, 2, 3. Wait, why did I do this? This is not what I actually thought I was gonna do. You know what? I have to plant first. Then I water everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, because I have to take a planter water action. All right, that's gonna get me a tulip. Get this tulip action over with first. Okay, and then that's gonna get me an iris. What's iris do? +1 compost. Just get that done with. I have a free action, and I'm gonna use that free action. I did the iris too, right? Yeah, iris. Yeah, okay. Then I'm gonna, for my free action, I'm just gonna simply take now I get 3 goods per peach harvest. That's where we wanted to be. So we're gonna get a lot of goods from peaches now. And then I wasn't really thinking, they're gonna take the highest dice. So I gave them a lot of points too. I wasn't thinking about their score this round. And then we're both forced to take the 4, which is gonna be another shed time. So for 4, I'm just gonna, you know what? I have another rain happening, so we're gonna press our luck. We're gonna plant here. See if we can grow all that with extra rain actions somehow. And then we get a shed time, and I think similarly, we are going to probably, you know what? We're gonna go for the shovel on this one because we have a lot of compost to use. And maybe we'll go after that tractor. And when we get a shed action, we get a free goods, which means that we're going to score them now. Oh, wait, nope, we get a free shed action at the end of the round 2. Hopefully I took that on the other side. So we're going to get this shovel right now. Worth another good. I think I did take it on the other side. So 6 plus 4 is 10 plus 6 is 16. And then Frieda is 6 plus 24. Yeah, I wasn't really thinking there. 24 plus 6 is 30 points. 4 times 6 is 24 plus 6. Okay. All right. We're going to see how hard this is. See if we get there. So we're going to rewind time, or we're going to fast forward back to where we were, and we're going to move on to round 7. We're going to run. I forgot to move my head again. Sorry about that. 1, 4, 6, 6. My head back so we can see what I'm doing on this side of the screen. And it is an odd turn, so I go first. No matter what, she's taking this 6. I don't really know what kind of ill effects that's going to have for me, so we're not going to worry about it. We're just going to try to figure out what we want to do. 6 doesn't help gardening, and apiary or fruit action really isn't what we want yet. We similarly want to go up the tulip track if we can. We could take a farmer's market action. We have the fancy labels. I think that's what we're going to do. We are going to take, but a 4 is bad for us again. Why am I always at a 4? You know what? Okay, so we're going to do it this way. We're going to take the 1. We're going to take the shed time. We're going to grow. Maybe it's time to water over here. Yeah, I think we're going to water actually. All right, so we're taking the shed time. We're getting progress on our new tractor, which gets us a good. And we're going to grow. We're going to get 2 more goods for growing or watering. And I thought that was going to do something for me, but it didn't. Then I get another action, and we're going to take the 2 goods per peach harvest. What was I thinking? I had a plan here, and I feel like I've lost what I was trying to do. Shed to, oh, I got a hydrangea. Maybe that's what I was thinking. I get a free apple. I do get bonus goods per apple and peach harvest, but I have not harvested an apple yet. Okay. I don't know. I think I had a plan and I've lost what I was trying to do. They get a 6. They have to take that because it's on that space. So they are going to try to block us out here. They got nothing to block us out. So they're just going to get rid of something in the apiary. And with a 6, it's just going to be something, this one. So they've gotten rid of something and everything in the apiary. We haven't really done much with the apiary in either game. All right. And I'm forced to take the lowest dice. It's going to be the 4. And I'm getting my farmer's market action. So the 4 is not great for us. I get nothing in my garden for the 4, but the farmers market's not too bad. I get 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, minus 2. I'm at 38. So I'm going to get 3 perennial actions and a fruit action. So I'm going to grab these 2 perennial actions first. And then I think we are going to grab this guy right here for 2 goods for our third one. 2 goods. And then we get a free fruit action because we are at 38. No, we don't. We get a free compost action. And then that is it for that. And then they are going to do the same thing. They're going to get rid of they're going to have to use this other 6. Edith's got to use the other 6 and going to get rid of, whoops. All right, it's supposed to be red. Oh, okay. Going to get rid of the fruit, and she's got nothing to block in the 6 area. Okay, so then we're going to do another farmer's market action for the event, and I still get, so now I still get 3 perennials and a compost because I only got a couple more goods. So now we're going to try, and we're going to go 1, get 2 goods, so we're getting a free action, 3, and with our free action, we are going to get a peach. And with a peach, we're going to get 4 goods per harvest. Going to get us another free action, and we are simply going to quickly grab this perennial, and then we water everything because of this peach action. So now we're going to water everything. We're going to get another 3 goods from this. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to get a free crocus action. Gets us another compost. Do we have the crocus? We don't have the crocus thing here. Okay. We're going to water everything here. We get another 2 goods. Going to get us another free action. And a hyacinth action. Oh, okay, wait. I didn't think about that. I didn't need to do this. So we'll take this one over here. That doesn't change much. Now we get the free hyacinth action. That would get us this. My pen is starting to die again. Everything here is watered up. We're going to water all this. And everything over here needs to be watered as well. No, I did it wrong. Okay. This is not a water everywhere. This is I think this is a water 1 section. I forgot about that. Let's double check. Peaches. Yeah, it's 1 zone. All right, so we got to undo this somehow. It was here. These 2 go away. Everything here goes away unless I decide to water this zone. Forgot when you take the peach water action, it's only that one. I don't think I watered anything here. I hope not. I don't think I did. I did water this though. We'll keep this. We'll get rid of 2 goods over here though. Did I take a crocus action this turn? I took a crocus. I believe the only thing I watered over here was this one. We're going to take away 3 goods. Means I don't get a bonus action. I don't think I took that bonus action yet. I think I'm still good. I just messed that up. So when we do the peaches, it's just 1 section we water. So we watered this. We left all this. Undid everything here and here. Hopefully I fixed that. That's a mistake on my part. I just forgot that for peaches, you only water 1 section. Now I have the shovel and I have a lot of compost, so I can accelerate this, but I'm going to hold off. I don't know if there's a limit per turn. Let's check the shovel. Yeah, it says at any time I may spend 3 compost. So I'm going to save that for the next round. I'm going to see how everything plays out. But I think that's all my harvest actions. And I think that's everything for this side. Assuming I didn't mess up anything, I think that's everything for this side. So we are going to flip over. Hopefully not make the same mistakes. We are going to do 2 6s, a 4, and a 1. And now, what do we want to do? We have nothing growing here. 6s here, not that great for us. And apiary and fruit. I think we also want to take this farmer's action. But they're going to take a 6 no matter what. So no matter what, I can't stop them from taking a 6. But I can keep the multiplier down. So we're going to take the 4 first. So we're going to take this farmer's action first. We have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 33. So we are not quite at the extra action, unfortunately. But you know what? I have the shovel, so let's fix that first. I can get 2 more goods by spending a compost, 3 compost, take a bonus action, and I'm going to get a... I'm going to start circling these so I can remember to use them. So I have a free bonus action right now that I can use. Before I do that, we're going to take the farmer's market. I think I can use this. I think I can take the bonus actions whenever, right? No, to spend immediately. I have to spend it immediately. Okay. So this bonus action, we are simply going to take another hyacinth, I think. And then that's taken care of. Hopefully I haven't been playing that wrong, but I may have. I'm supposed to take the bonus actions immediately. Now we're going to get 3 perennial actions and a free compost. So I think for the perennial actions, we are going to take a hyacinth and hyacinth again for the points. And we're going to get 2 goods. And I think we are going to just score. Do I have any more hyacinth bonuses that I didn't take yet? This one, but we don't have anything growing here. So we're going to take this hyacinth as my 3rd action, get the 10 points. And actually, that's not as exciting as I thought it was going to be honest. Yeah, okay, so that's it. That's all I do for that. And then, probably should have taken a peach. That's a 4, so I can only water things. So for the 1 bonus action, you know what? I'm going to not... No, I'm not going to take this top one for one of my bonus actions. Instead, I'm going to take a peach, which is going to get me 3 4 goods. They give me another bonus action immediately. I then can now use and then I have to water or grow something here, so we're going to water everything. I can water anywhere I want, actually, with the peace action. I think we're going to water... Is there any pumpkins I don't have yet? Yeah, we're going to water this one area. We're going to get 2 more goods and a crocus action. 2 more goods and a crocus gets us a compost. And a crocus gets us something in the apiary, which we haven't really gotten we haven't been able to really greatly take advantage of yet. And did I water everything else? Up to 3. Water this. And I have the shovel, so I can take a bonus action now if I wanted to. But we're going to hold off on the bonus action. All right. They're going to take the highest dice, and then I have to take the lowest dice action. And it's a shed time. And I don't know what to do with my shed time. So I think we're just going to take something that just finishes itself. We're going to take this. And in case I take any hydrangeas, I'll get an extra compost. And then I get to plant or water. And I think we're just going to water stuff because I have 1 more rain action. Actually, we're going to get this at some point, right? So let's just hold off. Let's just plant stuff and see if we get lucky. Any of that. In fact, we're going to plant this 1 bean here instead of a corn. All right. Then on this turn, we're going to do the farmer's market as well again. For the farmer's market, I'm now at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 43. I'm getting 3 perennial actions and a compost. All right, so what do I want to do with this now? We're going to grab... Do I have any more daffodil bonuses coming? I'm getting a hydrangea. We never took this iris either. Should have taken that a while ago. Let's just plant or water in a zone. Don't really know when I would have gotten that. Because it's... when we plant or water, we can do plus or minus a zone. Okay, having that would have been helpful this whole time because it would have helped me get out of this 4 situation. So that's something that's important to remember for the future. And I probably have the same thing on the other side. I probably forgot to do both irises. So, all right, so I have 3 of these to do. We're going to quickly just get this for the 4 points. And then I think we are going to take the 2 compost. Gets us an extra bonus action. Want it. And a crocus. Oh yeah, and then the crocus, we want the crocus. Okay, yeah, so we have a combo thing going on here. Crocus gets us 2 fruit. 2 fruit gets us peaches. Peaches gets us 4 goods. 2, we already did that one. Okay, we got a lot going on now. We have to water. We have to take a bonus action. So we're going to now water this area. I think I actually already took the crocus on accident here. I'm not 100% sure what I did wrong there, but I feel like I could have made it happen with the extra compost anyway, so we're just going to assume I didn't make any mistakes. We took the water action. That's getting us another 3 goods. Hopefully I didn't give myself the 3 goods twice. You can see how this gets complicated with all the chaining. So now I have 2 bonus actions I have to take. And I still have 1 more action, 1 more perennial to take as well. But the 2 bonus actions, we are simply going to think we're going to go crazy, and we're just going to try to get more peaches. And we're going to get 4 more goods. 4 more goods for that. We have to water a whole nother area. I don't have any more pumpkin areas left, so I should have already gotten this bonus too. I don't know if I ever did. So we're going to grab it. I don't have any apples, so I don't think I did. Gets us a compost because of this pitchfork bonus. I did all the pumpkins there. You know what? We never got the carving kit. Maybe it's time to try to get the carving kit. I know, it's probably too late for the carving kit. So I have to water or plant somewhere, and I think we're just going to plant here. I have 3 things, 2 things. I mean, we're going to water. 2 things. So we're just going to water here. 1, get 3 points. That's that water. And then I have to take... So that was both the bonus actions. I have 1 more of these to take, and we're going to take the last crocus, which is going to get us this apiary spot right there. All right, I think I did everything. I probably am forgetting something. I have all these compost spots that I can still take and do one of these actions. So we're going to wait until the next round to do it. We are going to score them. So 6 plus 1 plus 7, 14. And then 6 plus 7 is 13. And we are on the last round. Okay. A little bit exhausting trying to do 2 at once and hoping we don't make mistakes. But yeah, see, we never took the iris on this side either. I guess we can remedy that now too real quick. What does this iris get us? This just gets us a compost. Not that big of a deal. But having this +1, -1 plant zone thing would have helped us with all the 4s we were getting. So in future games, I have to remember that. All right, so 2, 4, 5, and 5. So this is the last round. Gonna rain at the end of the round. Edith is just gonna go first, and she's gonna draft this 2. I can't stop her. So she's just going to, for her second to final garden trashing, she's going to trash this. And then she's going to trash the pie safe, which she can't because I've already built it. So now I take the 4, she'll be forced to take a 5. If I take the 5, she'll be forced to take the 4. What is better for me right now? If I take the composting goods, I get a free bonus action. But then I'd be forced to build here, but I can actually get the plant and water and actually fix that situation. Or I can take a fruit and, I don't know, maybe snowball the peaches over on this side like I've been trying to do on both. I think I'm going to take the composting goods and let her destroy a blackberry. Compost gets me a compost and I get 4 goods, which gets me a bonus action. And for my bonus action, I am going to take this plant and water in the iris. And then for my garden action, I could plant or water a section that is +1 or -1 to the dice. Now that I remember that's a thing, which is going to let me water this whole section. And that's it for that turn. She's going to be forced to take this 5. Can't block. She can block me from doing beans. That's her last kill my garden action, and then she's going to destroy a blackberry. And then I get an apiary or fruit action, and I think I'm just going to simply take and I get to plant and or water a zone, and I'm going to plant, I'm just going to plant 2 beans. All right, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can do 4 more bonus actions. I think I'm simply going to do the following. I'm going to get 3 more shed actions, and I'm going to get this new tractor for 18 points. That's probably my best play, and that's going to get me 3 goods. That's 1, 2, 3 compost action. And for the last one, I'm going to water something by taking a peach, which is going to get me 4 more goods, which is going to get me, so let me figure out where I want to water. I'm going to water this section right here that I just I just did one. And then I get a free thing that I can do anything that I want to do. So I have two. Basically, I have two free actions. I think I'm going to take 2 more peaches with both those actions. Is going to get me 1, 2, 3, 4 goods, which is going to let me water another section. And I'm going to water this area up here, I guess. Maybe this wasn't the greatest move after all. Yeah, it's actually not that good, but we're in it, so we'll just grab these guys. And I have one more action, and for my last action, I'm going to grab this 10 points on top of the... I think I actually already have this. We're going to grab the 4 points here. Not 100% sure because my pen keeps like bailing out on me there, but yeah. And then I think that's all my free actions. I think that's everything I can do. It's the best that I can do. So we are going to have it rain now, and we're going to fix this. We're going to get 3 more goods. We're going to get a crocus, which doesn't really do anything for us, I don't think. We get a free compost, which that's all that does. We're going to get all these points. This has all been watered. This has all been watered. This is going to grow up, but we don't have enough water for that. And I think that's everything for this game. So we're going to score it after we play the other side. And we'll see how we did on both sides. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have at least 3 free actions on compost for the shovel here. We want to try to get these done if we can. So I think we're going to try to get a crocus. Do I get a free crocus anywhere? I don't know if I ever took this free hydrangea. We're going to assume that I didn't. So far, every time I've said, hey, did I do it? I didn't. And when I get a hydrangea, I get a free compost. Am I missing any more of those? Doesn't seem like it. So we want them to take the 2. So we're going to take a 5, I guess. Free apiary action. And we're just going to go up the honey track and get points. Actually, 1, 4, 2, 3, 4, 8, 2. We're going to go up the wax side. We're going to see if this works out the way I think it will. We're going to go up the wax side. We're going to get 2 goods. We're going to get a free action. We're going to get another 4 goods. 2, 3. Then what am I going to end up doing with that? We're going to be forced to do a shed time on my last action. Will get us another goods. We're going to take this guy right here as our free bonus action there. And that's it for this apiary action. And then I have to do a 5. I can either water or I can grow. I guess we'll grow some beans. Beans? Then they're going to take the highest dice, and then we're both forced to take the lowest dice. So I can either grow or water in this section. Fortunately, I think I'm going to water the 2 section. I could have grown or watered in either section, but I think that's the best plan there. And then I get a shed action, and with my shed action, I don't know. I guess I'll start taking the carving kit. Maybe I'll be able to make that happen. That would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points, but I don't think I'm going to be able to make that happen. And that gets me a good. And then for my first free action for my shovel, I'm going to grab this last wax for 5 points and get another 4 goods. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I'm going to grab a crocus, which is going to get me a free apiary action. And get me 4 goods, just get me a free bonus action. So I have 1 bonus action, 3. Right now I have 3 bonus actions left. So I guess I will get the carving kit. If I have anything better I can do, we take 2 peaches. Apples, I would get just 1 good. I have all of those. I basically have 3 actions left. 1. I get a compost with hydrangeas. 2. So all right. So if I take a blackberry with one of these actions, with my free action, I just get a free blackberry. And when I get a blackberry, do I get anything for blackberries? No, I don't have this. I just get 2 points. But I also, because I took a hydrangea action, I got a free compost. Now I have 1, 2, 3 free actions again left. I think I'm just going to do 1, 2, and I'm going to get this carving kit. That's going to get me a free good. And then that was 2 actions. I have 1 action left for my shovels. And I think I'm just going to get the honey up here. I think that's the best I can do with my turn. And then they're going to get this dice. And then we're going to water everything for our last events. So we're going to water this. Get these points. These finally get watered. These will all get watered. And I think that's everything. So, all right. So that was about an hour and a half, hour 40 minutes. Playing 2 games at once, so I said it was going to go longer than normal. So first, let's score them before we forget. Judy's going to get 5 plus 2 plus 8, so 10, 15. And then Frieda's going to get 16 plus 5, 21. Let's go to the other side and see how we did first, or what I need to do here. All right, so garden. I scored 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 22, 23, 26, 27, 30, 33, 33 points, and my math is correct. Perennials, I scored 14 points. My math is correct. Apiary, I didn't score any points. I scored 2 points only. And then the shed, 18, 21, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 points. So if my math is correct, that's 28, 30, 44. Let's do it the old-fashioned way. 8, 10, 17, carry the 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 97. That's assuming I did everything correctly. So the way this mode works is you just basically score against a scoring table. And let's see if I can get it in focus. Focus, camera, focus. With a 97, I've become an internet famous blogger. That's all you do. It's kind of like a beat your own score scenario here. Not super satisfying when it's a beat your own score, but I did not get the highest score. And again, I probably cheated a couple times. I felt like towards the end, things got a little bit out of hand and I was not tracking my bonus actions well enough. And I did make the one mistake where I had to erase some stuff, which I might have like double did stuff. And there was a few times where I didn't have the bonus crossed off. I might have taken it twice. So the only way I'm going to know if I did that is if I rewatch the video, which I'm probably not going to rewatch the whole video. But if you watch it and you saw me make mistakes, feel free to yell at me in the comments. Even with those mistakes, probably on average, I probably scored pretty close to 90. Let's subtract 10 points for cheating, and I'm probably pretty close. It's assuming I did my math correct. But this mode is kind of interesting because you do have to kind of think about what you're going to lose. It does feel bad when you get locked off of high points because it makes you mentally think like, all right, I'm just not going to go for that. Especially, it didn't happen to me, but I can see it being really annoying if you actually were going for something. Like, say I had gone all the way up this tree, then all of a sudden on the next roll, she takes away the top, victory point spot. Her destroying puzzle isn't that bad. It's kind of interesting. It kind of does make you have to vary what you do up a little bit, but I do also feel like it locks you out of certain things. Like, I feel like you'd have to be really lucky to go for the carving kit, which I was really focused on for some reason, which I probably shouldn't have been, but I was. The apiary seems like it could be pretty hard to go down too, since it's very easy for her to take away stuff out of the apiary, and that's her preferred spot. So unless you're getting the same dice values all the time, like 1s and 2s or something, it'd be really hard to maximize the apiary, which kind of makes you not want to do the apiary. And then also whatever buildings she removes, really dictate what buildings you're going to go. Now I went with a shed strategy. I don't know if that's really the best play. My score was okay if my score is correct. So, maybe it wasn't too bad. But like I said, I feel like I probably cheated and gave myself a few actions. This was a little bit more combo-tastic than even I was expecting for a first game. I think in the future, I will slow down and make sure I use this journal a little bit to slow down what I'm doing. I do believe I did the rondelle part correct though with her. It's always whoever goes first takes whatever. If she goes first, she has to take the closest to this space. And then whoever goes first has to take the lowest die on their second one, which can be hard to remember, but I believe I did it correctly. And then the other side, we will score my score. I'm assuming I scored higher here. So the garden, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20, 22, 23, 26, 27, 30, 31, 35, 39, 42. Assuming this is all correct, my math is correct. Perennials, 20. Apiary, 5, 10, 14. Just 2 again. And then the shed, let's do this pumpkin patch first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points. I think it's just 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put a 10 here. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we forgot the rain barrel at the end. So we could have gotten an extra rain barrel here. So 45. Okay. Shed. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 4, 8, 10, 15, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 105, if my math is correct here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Which is not much higher than the other side, to be honest. But I feel like I made some mistakes on this side as well. I really wanted to do more with peaches, not realizing that you don't score goods at the end of the game at all, as far as I can tell. I don't know why in my head I thought I'd be able to take advantage of that, but I guess you have to get lucky and have the rondelle on a farmer's market take advantage of like the maximum amount of goods, because I had 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. I still wasn't even at the highest bonus action for that. So maybe you have to go really hard in the peaches early and maybe do raspberries early and then see if you can get lucky with that. But yeah, I'm not really sure why, because again, as far as I can tell, you don't score goods at all. I'm missing that rule. Then I'm missing that rule, but it's not in the final score. So yeah, I think I went a little bit too hard on the goods at the end with the peaches. I probably could have done some better stuff, like just trying to get the points over here. Probably could have done more with that. But yeah, I did score 105. So now I have to compare it to their scores. So we got Judy, then we have Frieda. And because my brain is so fried, I'm going to add this on a calculator. In this mode, it's a win or lose, and Judy scored 100, so I would have beaten it on easy, but I would have lost by a pretty decent margin against Frieda. So probably trying to max my score elsewhere, or maybe being smarter and not letting her draft these really high dice in round 6, or getting lucky with the dice rolls. I could have maybe beat Frieda, but this one's a little bit more fun if you want to play like as if you're playing against other humans. And if you just want to try to get all the bonuses and combos. Again, surprisingly, I didn't score much more than the other modes. So again, I don't know if that's because I cheated somewhere on the other side, or if I made a mistake on this side and didn't give myself enough points for actions. I don't really know. This does seem like the kind of game that's very easy to make mistakes on, unfortunately, even if you're trying. Because even in a multiplayer setting, it's not like other players are going to be looking over your shoulder and making sure that you're doing your combos right. And as far as I'm aware, everyone's doing this part at the same time. Maybe they're not. Again, I haven't played multiplayer, but it does seem like it would go really slow playing this like 4 players and having each person take their turn. But I don't know, maybe part of that is paying attention to what other people do, because they kind of like draft the dice away from them. I don't know. I would imagine with the groups I play with, everyone would just focus on what they want to do and take whatever dice they want when it's available. But if you've played multiplayer, let me know. But either way, that is Three Sisters. Again, went a little bit longer than it normally would. This game probably is like a 45-minute game. Probably even faster once you get used to whichever bot rule you're doing and getting used to like the different powers and formulating your plan up front, what you want to do. But it's a neat little roll and write. It's probably not my favorite, but I do like it. I would definitely play it again solo, and maybe I'll do that. Let me know which bot you think you'd like better. the board game Geek bot or the in the game bot. Weirdly enough, I think I'm leaning towards this bot, even though I don't like the beat your own score aspect of it. But I don't really know. I think it might just be one that maybe every once in a while I'll pick and choose. This one's definitely faster. All right. So again, if you like this content, give me a like, subscribe, comment, again, point out all the mistakes that I made. Somebody did reach out to me. Again, I make no money so far in about 1.5 years of doing it. At most so far, I've gotten a free demo of 2 of games. That's about as much as I've earned from all of this recording that I do. So I don't know. Hopefully one day as my subscriber numbers go up, I can change that trajectory from 0 to something. But somebody reached out to me privately and told me, hey, I can't I can't tip you or do anything on YouTube because I don't have enough subscribers to be monetized to be able to do the tip button or whatever. Kind of why I'm trying to get to 300 subscribers is I think once I hit that, I think it might even be 500 subscribers. I can start doing more live stuff, and then I can start doing the subs and whatnot. I don't really expect anyone to ever do it, but it would be nice to I don't know, make a little bit to cover some of the cost of board games. That's kind of a goal, I guess, now that I've been doing this more. But again, somebody reached out and saying, hey, I can't do that, so why don't you open a Patreon? So I've done that too. I haven't really advertised it yet, but it is in my profile. Maybe I'll start making it more front and center. But for $1 a month, you could support this too. And I don't know, once I get some people supporting it, maybe I can do live more consistently because I'm not really doing live at all right now. But let me know if you're interested in that, or just you can go do that now. It's set up. It's there. No pressure. You don't have to. Again, there are better reviewers and solo players and funnier people than me out there. I just like playing board games. So maybe that passion comes across. Maybe these teaches help you. I don't know. Hopefully weird stuff like this where I play multiple bots at once does help me stand out. Again, I don't know. But I do feel like once I get into it, I kind of get too focused and I stop talking. That's one of the reasons why I'm afraid to do live, because you see how crazy my brain is. If I had people chatting with me, it's probably take an extra hour and I probably would make more mistakes. But maybe if people were doing it live with me, they'd correct me and tell me how I made mistakes as I went. So anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.